All right. So, if by chance, let me know if that was working out, Mike. That should be on YouTube now. If by chance you get a text message or an email or something, DM, whatever it is, some kind of communication from me asking for money for you to invest with some way, somehow, it ain't me. Just to let you know. Okay? Now, if you come up to my bio right here, you click on that and you will see that I have 0 following. I don't follow anyone on this particular account only. I learned that lesson from one of the other guys that Calvin Hill. Okay? Calvin Hill, he does cryptocurrency. So I follow his lead on that one. So I watch a lot of his stuff because, I do like to keep my eye on it. I don't invest in it yet. Abri, what's your dividend portfolio? That's an interesting question. I have 5 different accounts, all right, and I have 150 different stocks in that I look at. I gave you my bank information, and you still haven't made the deposit. That's funny. You do have to let other people know that you're just joking, because some people, the 199 of them, I think like 180 of them probably don't know, Al, that you're only kidding. Anyway, no, seriously. There are people out there pretending to be me. They will send you a DM asking for money, and you thinking that they're me. No, it's not me. Okay? All right, I don't ask for money. I do ask that you want to talk to me or you want my advice, my opinion. DM me with your phone number and I will call you. You can ask a lot of people here. I do actually call. If you're dumb enough to leave me your number, I'm going to call you first thing in the morning. Anyway, no, seriously. Okay, if anyone asks you pretending to be me, if you get a text message, me asking you for money, yeah, it's not me. Anyway, that being said, let's continue looking at the number. RB, also, what's your quarterly dividend income range, if that's not too personal? Well, let's hear your thoughts on Jesus coin. I never knew Jesus had a coin. I never even knew he was back. Okay. Yep, he called Big Drew. Yep, I had a nice conversation with Mr. Big Drew. Okay, no, I don't do cryptocurrency. Okay, the only thing I do here is dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Okay, we look for a safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Okay, that's what I look for. Safe, secure, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, RB, I appreciate you following. I appreciate the questions. Okay, I look for a 1% return per week. So whatever my portfolio is, you take that decimal point and move it over 2 spots, and that's what my weekly average is. Average. I average a little over 1% per week. And if you have any questions about that, we'll go right up here and we'll go to, all right, here, a 10-minute trader. Dun, da, dun, 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 dun. Okay, anyway, now the 10-minute trader. Love Jesus, believe Jesus. Read my comment. I know you did. I know you did. Okay. Jesus coin. I have no idea what the Jesus coin is, to be totally honest with you. Okay, so anyway, my portfolio is right here. Just 2 of them. I share 2 of them with you guys. I share the strategy. It's simple. It's easy. Okay. One video here shows you the 3-step method on how to do it. The other one shows you how it's a no-risk trading scenario. Okay, the one in the center, if you want to join us live, you can do that. Here you can download the PDF, and this is all my what do you call it? Social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of nice neat stuff. Okay, Jesus, love Jesus, believe Jesus. Please don't do that again. Okay, I haven't deleted anyone in the last 2 or 3 days. I have no problem deleting you. Okay, we're here for investing with dividend stocks. Okay. All right. I try to be nice. All right. So first one for the day. Now I haven't blocked anyone in 3 days. That's my first person in 3 days. Okay. For those of you that are new, here's my account right here. Okay. Week number 1. Okay. Week number 2, week number 3, week number 4, so on and so forth. Funny thing is, we're going to be looking at these stocks today. We're going to be looking at Ford, Comcast, Southwest Airlines, General Motors, and CVS. Why? Well, because we're looking at the first week. First week. Okay. It's going to look the exact same. Thanks. I almost went with some fake you. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm here talking to you, okay? You hear what my voice sounds like, okay? And I insist on talking to people. Very interesting strategy, glad I found you. Car wash, man. You know what? I worked at the car wash. Working at the car wash. Ooh, ooh. Working at the car wash. Okay, so those and these right here. What do we have over here? CVS, Ford, General Motors, Macy's. Okay, so we're going to look at those also. You still holding on to WBA? Yes, you can do. Yes, you can. Kind of come up with a name, dude. Okay, you can do 4. Okay, Yui. I'll call you Yui. There you go, Yui. All right, Yui. Yeah, I still have WBA. Why? Well, let's throw it up and take a look. All right, so those of you that are new, this is what we're going to be looking at. We're going to look at week number 1. Okay, I bought them first quarter. I'm going to buy them again second quarter. WBA. All right. All right. Well, let's take a look at WBA. What's wrong with starting out with WBA? I do too. All right, so, let's finish up with USB first, then we'll look at WBA. Okay, so USB, it's up here. We'll also take a look at it. We've already looked at the 1 year, we looked at 90. Now we're going to look at dash digits, no coins, please. Okay, don't do digital currency here. Nothing but, what do you call it? Dividends. Okay, dividend investing for weekly cash flow. No coins at all. Okay, you want that? Go see Hill. Calvin Hill. He's good at what he does. I respect the man. He's good at that. All right, here we go. 30 days ago, we opened up at 41.15. Okay, the bottom of the 30-day period, 40.33. That was way back here. Nice little run up, sideways for a little bit. 2 days. I would really like to see another update tomorrow. I would, before I jump in. Dodgers, I have a large sum of funds to invest. Do you recommend any safe place? I don't recommend anything. Be 100% honestly, I don't recommend anything. I just share what I do. Okay, I just share what I do. If what I do makes sense to you, you can copy what I do if you want to. Okay, just, you're relatively new here. Okay, because I'm really good with names and numbers. Okay, so sit, chill, watch what we'll do. Right now, we're talking about U.S. Bancorp. Okay, now U.S. Bancorp. Lord Filthy. Holy cow. How do I better my technical analysis? Yes, yes, thank you. All right. Lord Filthy. That's a cool name. It is. Lord Filthy. All right. This strategy here, for those of you that are new, okay, this is a simple strategy. I created it for my 9-year-old daughter. It had to be simple. It had to be safe. Yep, Michael, I see that. Simple, safe. No way she can lose, predictable, consistent, all kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. So in order to do that, we only do dividend stocks that have increased for more than 20 years. Okay, sit back, relax, watch what happens, ask the questions as we progress. Okay, a lot of people have been here for a while. They know what's going on, so just chill and ask questions. Look at Oracle. I don't think Oracle's on the list this week. ORCL. Okay. All right, so here's where we are. Like I said, I would like one more day. Me personally, I like to have 2 days to the upside because when it's coming down, all right, what do we got? Yeah, it doesn't really show, does it? Oh, over here. So you have 2 down days, right? 1 up day, a down day, up day, down day, up day. No consistency there. I like to see 2 days. Lord Filthy, I don't do Forex either. This is dividend investing. Dividend investing. A lot of us here are at the point in our lives we don't want to risk our portfolio. Good evening. Checking in for a bit before bedtime. Howie, how you doing? Okay, so that being said, CVE we looked at now. Time to mute everyone. Yeah, it's getting close to it, isn't it? Financial football videos. Hey, you're back again. Nice to see you. Quick dividends, that works. USB was actually down Friday, so wouldn't we still need 2 up days? It was lower, but it ended up higher. That makes sense? Okay, it's a Green Day. Green Day. I don't know any Green Day songs I'd sing for you. Okay, but was a question, but I don't know that one. All right, so anyway, personally, let's take a look at the numbers for USB. All right, wait a minute. Seasonality. What does this normally do? What's the first thing we're going to see that we always see? March 21st. March 21st. You're going to see that in almost every chart. Okay, look at 43-year-old man to flirt with 20 years. Oh, nice going for you, Maddie. Our monthly dividend stocks high risk. All right, Lord Filthy, you're new here. Okay, this is the first time I'm meeting you. Pleased to meet you. Thanks for joining. We only do stocks that have increased their dividend payments for a minimum of 20 years. So worst case scenario, if and when the stock market goes down, you'll still be getting an income coming in higher and higher and higher every year because they increase their dividends. Okay, the reason why I do that is we have a couple of rules. Number one, never buy something you do not want to hold for a long period of time. Number two, never sell at a loss. But when number two kicks in, you're going to have that higher and higher dividend. Reiki Energy, thank you, Brandon. I need some Reiki Energy. Okay, so I don't mind this right here because you have to ignore this, all right, only because this came about in 2021, okay? The stock basically goes sideways, and then you have the anomaly of 2021, which brings everything down. So you'll see this little divot on almost every stock on March 2024, 2021. Okay. Anyway, oh, I see. Like Coca-Cola, exactly, or Ford, basically something that has longevity. Exactly. Most of the stocks we look at have been in business for over 100 years. Okay, now if you're familiar, 100 years of history in the United States, we had World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iran, Iraq, the stock market crash, the Great Depression, the oil embargo of the 70s, the financial crash of 08, the stock market crash in 87? The dot-com bust in the 90s, and then the Y2K crap. Yeah, all that weird stuff. Okay? Do you have the time? Sometime my mind plays tricks on me. Okay, sometime my mind plays tricks. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Yep, squirrel, I see it, draft. Okay, so here we go, back to this. I tell you, I get sidetracked. I don't want to be rude to people just coming in and just signing in. How are you doing? I'm doing great. And 88K in credit cards. Oh, good for you. Green Day. Yep, Green Day. All right, so I personally would like another up day on Monday. Okay, either to the upside or another Green Day. All right, so at this moment in time, the last trade was 42.08. The current bid, 41.68. The current ask, 42.13. So if I'm going to buy this first thing tomorrow morning, I'm going to be paying the ask price. Okay? Okay, this is what I can buy it for. This is what I can sell it for. The difference between the two is called the spread, and that's what the market maker makes. Okay? Now, the spread is what he makes, and look at the volume. The volume, look at this. The average volume's here. Wait a second, you might see it a little better over here. Let's slide this over. Move it on over. All right, right over here. Okay. Big chart. Okay, this is from into January, February, March. Look at the volume. The volume's down here. Okay, so your average daily volume. Average volume is around 7 million. Okay, now imagine that. Okay, so nice connecting with you. I'm from London. Yay, millionaire mentor, way to go. If you get 20 million, how long can a year and a half? You double your money in a year and a half. How's your trading experience going so far? Freaking nuts. Seriously, my trading experience this year is freaking nuts. This is all my trades so far this year. Okay, account number 1 is up 20% already for this year. Account number 2 is up 40% already for this year. That's nuts. Okay, nuts. Okay. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, so I was talking about volume. All right, now, the average volume is around 7 million. Okay, now the market makes between 1 and 2 cents per share. What is 1 or 2 cents per share? It's 7 million shares. 0.02 multiplied 7 million. Okay, the market maker makes on average $140,000 a day. My plan to up 300% in a few months. That's awesome. Well, I'm a digital franchise entrepreneur looking for investors who are looking to expand. Well, that's great. Good for you. Now, that's a normal day. A normal day, $140,000. Normal day. Okay, what happened on Friday? 32 million shares. Okay, so what happened in USB, US Bancorp? Okay, I don't like it when people do this. Okay, I have no problem whatsoever. You're doing good, great, wonderful. You're not here to promote yourself, but I do appreciate that. All right, anyway, so $140,000 a day. That's what the market maker is making. Now, what happened on Friday? Oh, I'll go this way. Look at the volume. The average volume's down here. Okay, 7 million. And look what happened here. 32 million shares. Now, what happened in the company that made the market maker drop the price? He took away your profit. Okay, if you didn't take your profit up here, okay, see where it went from down here, way down here, the 30-day bottom, way up to here, the 30-day top. If you didn't take your profit all here, the market maker took it away from you there when he dropped it down. And then he drops it down again. All right, so you're here now. So what are you going to do if you bought up here or down here and you didn't take that profit? Okay, that's why I say profit is not profit until you take it. All right, dude stuff, you didn't hear what I said. The market maker. Okay, if you're a market maker, his goals make 1% per. Yeah, Al. Thanks for that, Al. So yeah, 140,000 a day. That's what the market maker makes. All right. So on Friday, the market maker 32 million. So we're going to take that exact same 2 cents a share, multiply that by 32 million. Okay, 640,000. He usually makes 140, but Friday he made 640. What changed? What was in the news that happened that made the market maker? And what stock were we just looking at? USB. Okay. USB. Right here. USB. There we go. News. Where's the news? Company news. All right. Where's the company news? I can't find it. All right, shares banking, blah, 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 traded lower amid overall weakness following worse than expected Friday PP. What's PP data? What market app should I download? Well, the one that I use here is Thinkorswim. Everything is right there. Everything you need. I'm right now. We're looking at the news, trying to figure out why U.S. Bancorp keeps quarterly dividend at 49 cents a share, payable April. Okay, so they're not changing the dividend. That's good. Press release announces quarterly dividends. Blah blah blah. Bancorp announces quarterly dividends. NYCB Bank executive making 1.1. Yeah, nice. All right, there will be more failures, Powell says. That's always lovely. Everybody likes to hear that one. Inflation data on Friday. That's probably why it dropped. Let's just launch a new division. All right. Well, anyway, that's where you can find the news. All right, let's get out of there. Let's go back to my quick chart. All right, let's go back to the trade grid. Okay, so as we were saying, if I'm going to buy it first thing Monday morning, I'm paying $42.13. The closest strike price is the 42. All right. And that's selling for 78 cents. What am I getting off of that? 78 cents minus the 13, that's 65. Okay, 65. Oh, we already did this one, clear. 0.65, and we're going to divide it by the purchase price of 42, and that's going to come to a grand total of 1.5%. That's why it is on my list. I have no problem buying U.S. Bancorp. I don't. Been in business for a while. So I got that one circled. Next on the list is WBA, because some of us still own WBA. Now, I don't mind owning Walgreens. I forget what it was. Now, Walgreens paid their dividend last week. Can I get your opinion on a stock I'm looking at, possibly a swing trade? Well, James, let me know what it is. We'll take a gander at it. Now, James, we only do dividend stocks here. Okay, those are stocks that have increased their dividends for more than 20 years. Because worst case scenario, I want to get higher and higher dividends if the stock price goes down. PGR, never heard of it. Okay, hang tight. We're going to look at that in a little bit. What stock did we just do? We just did USB, US Bancorp. Okay, so US Bancorp, we just did that one, and so that's on my list for tomorrow morning to take a look at. Now, we do have a small group that does meet every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, okay, from 9:15 to 10 o'clock. That way we can get them before the market opens up. RGF, I can tell you that's not on the list. RGF. All right, so I like that one. All right, next on the list was going to be WBA. WBA, Walgreens. Now, I do own Walgreens, just need to let you know. JD. Never heard of JD. All right, very first thing we want to see, what was the high? What was the low? Where was it a year ago? And where is it now? Okay, very first thing we want to say. A year ago, today, we were at $32.99. The high of the year was $36.65. Okay, innovative concept. SoFi is not on the list. RGF is a penny stock. All right, there's your answer right there. Thank you for that, winner. All right, we don't do penny stocks. Sorry. How do you feel about Eli Lilly? If you have a minute. Eli Lilly's a good company. It's actually on the list. Oh, glad to know. VST, never heard of them. What's top 3 dividend stocks? Oh, VST. I never heard of VST. Visa. Visa's on the list, but it's not on the list for this week. Okay? Just chill with the questions for a little bit. Right now we're looking at WBA. Would you say buying 2 strikes in the money is less risky? Extremely less risky. The further you go into the money, the less risk there is. Because if you're way in the money, all right, Jen, we'll take a look at that. Hold on a second. We're going to look at WBA and we'll actually address that one. You need like 900,000 to even make any real money from dividends. Wow, 900,000 would give you about $450,000 a year. Now, $450,000 a year is not real money. That is absurd. If you need $450,000 to live on, that's can't help you out. You got a spending habit, dude. You can wait till tomorrow, right? That works. WBA. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Okay, so we know what the high was. The low was end of November at 1970. Oh, what would you need to make 75,000 a year? 150,000. That was quick, right off the top of my head. So yeah, about 150 grand to make 75 grand a year. The low, 1965. That was the end of November. Double top in January, the beginning of January, end of December, and that was 2702. From there, from your 90-day high, okay, drops down to the 90-day bottom, which is where we're at now. So let's take a gander at that. Less risk, but also less potential return. All right, winner 86, we're not looking at the potential return. We're looking at safe, Safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1%. Yeah, if you can get 3 or 5%, that's better. However, more risk, more reward. Okay, me personally, I like a safe, predictable 1%. That way I am comfortable and I have no problem whatsoever. I like sleeping peacefully at night. So our 30-day bond, let's go 30 days. Right there we go. Last 30 days. 30 days ago today, $21.99. What pair is he talking about? I'm talking about Walgreens. WBA, Walgreens. Almost every major city and town in the United States has a Walgreens in it. All right, the high, 22.47. Okay, that was about a month ago. That's the high in the 30-day period. The low was not last week, but the week before. Okay, 10 days ago, or 9 days ago. 30-day bottom was on the 5th, March 5th. Okay, and that was 20.42. She went up a little bit of pullback. Now she's bouncing off of a small bottom here, 20.45. Okay, now I already own Walgreens, but for those that like to jump into it, well, just let you know, they paid their dividend 4 weeks ago. Okay, so I collected the dividend, and I collected a bunch of premiums. Okay, so what is a premium? Premium gives the right for someone else. It's a covered call. Okay, see if I go back into, where were we? Okay. Okay, here we go. Walgreens. This is what we're looking at right here. All right. I first bought Walgreens on the 5th of February. Okay, made a nice premium. Okay, didn't hit my target. I carried it through 1 week. Didn't hit my target. I carried it. Third time, didn't hit my target. Fourth time, didn't hit my target. Fifth week, I doubled down. Okay, this is when they're paying their dividends. So I got twice as many dividends. Didn't hit my targets. That's 5. That's 6. Okay, week number 7, didn't hit my target. Week number 8, didn't hit my target. Week number 9, didn't hit my target. Okay, now we're going into week number 10 with Walgreens. Okay, now what are they paying this week? Well, I'm into Walgreens at $21.65. If I sell the 21 and a halves, I'm collecting 19 cents a share. Now, 19 cents a share is not 1%. It comes to a grand total of, hold on a second, 21.65, my purchase price, 0.87. So that's less than 1%. Okay? But for the first couple of weeks, I made more than 1%. And I got to collect the dividend. I believe, what was the dividend for Walgreens? Hold on a second. WBA. All right. 25 cents. Okay, so it was 1%. So if I go add all this up together, 27, 46, 35, 17. Well, you know what? Let's add it up. Why the hell not? Okay, so clear this out of the way. First of all, the dividend was 25 cents. Okay, first week was 35 cents. Second week was 35 cents. Third week was 20 cents. Whoops. 20 cents. Fourth week was 12 cents. Fifth week was 17 cents. Sixth week was 35 cents. Seventh week was 46 cents. Eighth week was 27 cents. Okay, and that comes a grand total of $2.52 per share. 8 weeks. Let's divide it by 8. That's not right. Oh, yeah, that's right. 31.5 cents. Now I divide that by the purchase price. Divide that by, what's my purchase price? Is it, oh, 21.65. 21.65. Okay, so For 8 weeks, I am at 1.45% on Walgreens. That's more than 1% a week. So that's eight dividends, okay? Eight dividends in one, sorry, 8 premiums in one dividend. Okay, you add them all up together, divide it by the 8 weeks, because I've held on to it for 8 weeks, and then you take that number and you divide that by the purchase price. Okay, 1.45% for Walgreens. I have no problem with that whatsoever. One more week out of March 28th looks better in theory on WBA. Call rate. Is that accurate? Probably is, because when you go, that's more time though. If I go 2 weeks out rather than 1 week, okay, then I have to divide it by 2. Then add that one up, and then I'll have to divide all that by 10. Wow, looks good, WBA. Well, looks to pivot soon. I'm not really worried about it pivoting soon. I'm wanting it to hit my target of 2165. Okay, because remember, rule number 1, never buy something you do not want to own for a long period of time. I got no problem whatsoever holding Walgreens for a long period of time. Okay, right now, over the 8-week period, 1.4% per week for Walgreens. They pay a nice premium. Right, flip and fix. It's 1% per week. Okay, if you ever listen to my videos, say, hi, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. Okay, this trading strategy was designed for my 9-year-old daughter. It was specifically for her to spend less than 10 minutes a day picking out stocks that she wants to invest in. It is very profitable. It's safe, secure, predictable, consistent. There's no possible way you can lose unless you do something stupid. Okay? Okay, rule number 1, never buy something you do not want to hold a long time. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Okay, rule number 3, always buy a dividend stock that has increased its dividend for more than 20 years. So if the stock price goes down, you'll continue to get more and more money every single year. It's kind of like a backup plan, plan B, or consolation prize, cherry on top of the dessert. However you want to look at it. I don't really buy stocks for the dividend. I buy the stocks before the dividend is paid because stocks have a tendency to move up when it comes into the dividend play. That's why I buy a dividend stock before the EX date, grab my 1%, say thank you very much, and then move on to the next one. Because I got 150 stocks in my roster, okay, which means 150 stocks paying in the quarter. Okay, the quarter, January, February, March, first quarter, April, May, June, second quarter, July, August, September, third quarter, October, November, December, fourth quarter. Okay, the list starts over again. We're actually tomorrow morning looking at all the stocks that pay on week number 1 because it's 2 weeks out. Okay, we're coming into week number 12 tomorrow. Okay, that starts week number 12. Now we buy 2 weeks out, so we're buying stocks on the calendar of the first week of the second quarter. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But so far for Walgreens, okay, I'm in at 1.45% per week. And I'm perfectly okay with that. And I'll continue to hold on to Walgreens because I have no desire to sell it at a loss, especially when it's giving me, more than 1% a week on average. Okay, Innovative Concepts, 1760 last support. Okay, hold on, let's check it out. Okay, I don't see where you're seeing the 1760. Okay, Walgreens has never even hit 1760 this year. The bottom, when was the dividend? Oh, the dividend was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. I don't remember. Hold on a second. All right, hold on. Back to this. Somebody said support was at 1760. All right, Innovative Concepts. Look at here. The high is here. The low is here. Okay, the low is right there, beginning of December. Okay, and where's where we're at now? In December, the low, which you could probably call support, I'll read the numbers to you. Okay, 1975 on the 28th, 1992 on the 29th, 1968 on the 30th, 1975 on the 1st. Okay, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty much support. That's the lowest Walgreens has ever been this year. So I don't know where you're getting the idea that 17, whatever it is the support for Walgreens. No, the support for Walgreens is right here. That's a quadruple bottom. But that was 90 days ago. Okay? That's 90 days ago. I don't want to look at 90 days ago. I want to look at 30 days. Okay, where is 30 days? Okay? This is 30 days. Okay, I want to have an idea of where it's going in the next 5 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because I'm going to sell tomorrow morning the 2150 call strike against the position that I have. Okay, that gives someone the right to buy it from me at 2150. If it goes at 2150, I got no problem with that. I would prefer going at 2165 because that's what my break even is. Now, I'll take a little tiny bit. The yearly low is 1968. Yeah, I get that. All right, now she's at 2082. Okay, what is that? That $1.12? Okay, so $1.12. Right now she's at $1.12 higher than when she was low for the year. Hey, look at that. Calvin Hill enjoyed this. We were just talking about Calvin Hill a little while ago. Wow, I see how large the stock is now. Okay, you got that? Goodbye, IMO. I have no idea what IMO is. In my opinion. Oh, in my opinion. There you go. I got it. No, that's not what I said at all. Okay, I already bought it. I already collected the dividend. Okay, I would not buy it again because I doubled down on it once, which means I lowered my cost basis. Okay, that's it for me. No more buying of Walgreens and for another 80 days, whatever. You're in a WBA in at 2169. The 2150 is 19. 19. Yeah, you lose 19. Okay, but you have to look at it this way. Okay, I don't mind losing the 19 cents because you see where I am. I'm in 1.45. So if I take all the premiums that I've collected and the dividends I collected, and I take out that 19 cents, what is my average then? What do you think about book? Yeah, no. Next pandemic, back to 60? You never know. I have $1 million USD to invest. Should I invest in SCHD and VTI? That's totally up to you. I don't tell people what to do. I just read my numbers. These are numbers that I'm looking at. The plan is to live on dividends. Okay, now you can do that if you want. All right, I don't tell anyone what to do. I just share what I'm doing. What do you think about? No coins at all. Sorry, Benny, no coins at all. Not until I can take one of those coins, go to the store and buy some bubble gum with them. Until then, no. All right, that's Walgreens. Done and over with. Next on the list is Oracle. Even though I don't think Oracle is paying up this year. I mean, this week. Oracle is not on the list. Okay? Oracle's not on the list. If you're asking what that list is, that is my list that I've accumulated over the last 20 years. Took me 13 years to save. All right, Tata, good for you. Not knowing what you want me to tell you. All right, USB. Hey, G-Niles, we already looked at USB. Okay, you came late. USB was the very first one we looked at this morning. I mean, this evening. It is evening, isn't it? All right, where were we? Oracle. ORCL. Not on February. Not in January. Oh yeah, it is in January. January 10th. Ooh, so Oracle's not this week. Oracle's gonna be next week. I'm using Apple as my anchor. Could you review? I just followed you. Okay, user good. What was the conclusion? Oh, the conclusion for UPSG now? Look, it's circled. You know what happens when it's circled? That means it's on my list for the morning. What about boat? Oh, I have a boat. Actually, I have like 6 or 7 boats. I need to get rid of some of my boats. All right, Oracle. Oracle is the 10th. okay, which is the second week of the quarter. Okay, we'll be looking at that one next week, but we'll take a quick look at it this week. 1% seems pretty reasonable, as stocks never go down more people depending on the wire. Okay, thank you for that. I'll take this compliment. By the way, NVO is the dark horse. My projection NVO will be around 400 USD. Okay, that's no idea why that makes any difference. Innovative concept. Cool. You added Oracle today. Okay, great. Let's take a look at the numbers for Oracle. ORCL. Now remember, Oracle's not really on the list until next week. All right. Oracle, 125.61. That would be the 126s, and the 126s are going for 171. How about MA, MasterCard? We'll take a look at MasterCard. MA. So I actually go through them as they're being suggested. At this moment in time, we're taking a look at Oracle because Oracle's already suggested. Okay, so I'm going to throw up. All right, the very first thing I did, well, very first thing we do is put it into the calendar. Okay, the calendar says the 10th. It's not up for consideration this week, but it's up for consideration next week. But we'll take a look at it now just to see, have an idea. All right, whatever. Just gave you a follow. Thank you. Can't wait to see your advice. It's not really advice. I don't give people advice. I just read the numbers. And then I tell you what I do. I really need help building my portfolio. Okay, well, Tata, I show you what I do. Okay, I don't tell you what to do. I don't tell anyone what to do. Okay, I put Oracle into the calendar. It pops up, comes up there having the dividend on the 10th. Great. Okay, the dividend is 40 cents. Alrighty. What is the numbers look like? Well, their last trade was 125.54. Okay, I can buy it for 125.61 tomorrow morning. Now, the 125.61, the closest strike price would be the 126s, which is right here. Okay, the 126s are going for $1.79 per share. That means that's well over 1%. So let's take a gander at it. Okay, Tata, I've already bought 100 unit shares of you. Okay, good for you. I don't do those. Okay, those are someone else taking responsibility for your money. Okay, you're in the wrong place if that's what you want. If you want someone to take responsibility for your money, you're in the wrong place. Okay, we take a look at the individual stocks. Because if you look at VOO or NVO, you'll notice those are ETFs, which if you take a look at the ETF, find out what stocks are in there. One day, do show on platform for beginners to start with. Well, that's what we're doing here. Okay, basically just sit and chill, see what we're doing. UL, United Laboratories. Is there any stock you just hold on to? No. Why would I want to hold on to anything? GME about to report profitable earnings for the first time since 17. Why the hell would I want that? Strike price are options. I'm kind of lost. Okay, Brandon, chill for a second. All right. All right, Brandon, you ready for this? Let me bring up the chart first. Oracle. ORCL. Now, I'm gonna hit the enter button. First thing we want to look at, what's the high? What is the low? Where was it? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? All right. All right, there you go. The high is right here. Oh, it's a no. Sorry, it's a no right there. Okay, sorry. Why is it a no? Okay, look, a year ago is way down here at the bottom. Okay, the high was 3 days ago. Where do you think it's going to go? Okay, you're standing on a ladder looking for a taller ladder. No thanks. I don't buy at an all-time high. Ooh, that's a poet and didn't even know it. I don't buy at an all-time high. Oh, can you invert the screen, please? Well, I could invert the screen, okay? However, I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice. What do I mean by that? Okay, so I invert the screen so you can see it fine here. All right, but what you don't see is what I see. I got a camera here, for Facebook, a camera here for TikTok, a camera there for YouTube, and a camera there for Instagram. Now, all the cameras go in the exact same way, except for this one you just asked me to invert. And it does nothing but throw me off and make me confused. And it makes, yeah, no. So, one of these days, come on, change this back. Okay, this way, when I have all this way, all the exact same. All right. Okay, so I have adult ADD and I have no problem admitting that. So with 3 cameras going one direction and 1 camera going the wrong way, it doesn't work for me. Oh, there you go. Jump onto YouTube. YouTube is live and you can see this screen on your computer screen. Okay, so all this here, all this you can see on your computer screen. Hey, look at this. Michael showed up over here on Instagram. How's you doing there, Michael? Michael Bordelon. Michael Bordelon. How you doing? All right, so that being said, now I'm saying no to Oracle. Why? Because look, the bottom was here. That's the bottom of the year. Okay, she went up. This little trading range went sideways. Like a high there, back down, high here, huge gap down. Okay, let's close into that. Okay, you got a gap up here. Okay, she gaps up. Huge gap down. Look at the size of that gap. Okay, if you didn't take your profit right here, look at this. If you didn't take your profit, the market maker just took it away from you. Tough luck. Okay, now, where are we now? Hold on a second. Take a look at this. Monday, we're at 114. Tuesday, you're at 128. That's that $14 jump. Remember those gap ups I told you about you cannot plan for? Okay, this is where we are now. What do you think's coming next? A big, huge drop. A big, huge drop is coming. No, this is a definite no for me. If you want to see a screen display, go to YouTube. Yeah, thanks for that, Al. Puts on Oracle. You know what? I only show one strategy. Yeah, if you want to do puts on Oracle, that's up to you. Haha, I didn't know that. Okay, so, all right, there you go. So Oracle's a big fat no. PGR. Somebody asked me to take a look at PGR. I have no idea who PGR is. PGR. Progressive. Imagine that. And that's in January. That's 3 weeks out. So that we're not going to look at that one. That's only at 10 cents. Now, however, now Oracle's not on the list for this week, but Oracle is on the list for next week. So this thing could drop all the way back down to here. And if it does, then it might be a contender next week. Do you ever deviate from your strategy? Okay, fix and flip. I have 5 accounts. I share 2 of them with you guys. So yeah, I have a bunch of different strategies. But this is the only one I give away for free here. Okay? And if you're not happy with 50% per year, can't help you out. Okay? Safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Comes to over 50% per year. Okay? PGR is a monthly. Thanks for that. We're going to skip that one. Now, if you want to take a look, this is my trades for the year so far. Okay? Safe, consistent, predictable, and safe, secure, whatever. Okay, account number 1. It's up 20% already. And we're not even done with the first quarter. Account number 2. I'm up 40% already, and it's still the first quarter. Okay, so this little trading strategy that you don't seem to be okay with. Sorry, my eye's itching. If you're wondering, no, I don't see out of that eye. I got stuck with a nail when I was younger. A young lad. Where were we? We're back here. So yeah, I do have a lot of different trading strategies. But this trading strategy here, tank the market, yeah, whatever. GIS, General Mills. GIS, let's take a look. GIS, it's on the list. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so the next one. So it's no to PGR because we have a couple criteria. Number 1, it has to have dividends. Okay, dividend investing for weekly cash flow. So if it doesn't have dividends, you shouldn't even suggest it. Number 2, weekly options. Spice up the story. You lost an to the tiger and wearing him down. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. No, I was renovating a bathroom and I wasn't wearing safety glasses. One-on-one mentorship session. Exactly. DM me your phone number and I'll give you a buzz and we'll chat about it. So PGR is a no. JD. What is JD? JD.com Inc. Yeah, it's Boeing. It's just sad. You're like running off these stock symbols, and I know them off the top of my head. I asked you about PGR for your opinion for a swing trade. Okay. All right. Hold that thought. LG, Leggett and Platt, MO is Altria. All right. So I'll give you my opinion for, what was that? PGR. PGR. Progressive Ohio. $211. Okay, well, they're monthly, so I don't do monthlies. Here's the reason why I don't do monthlies. Okay, they're at 211. The last trade was 204. The ask is 211. So the closest strike price is going to be the 210, and that's going for 460. Okay, so if we take 460, whoops, 460, we subtract $1 off of it because we're losing $1 right away. Subtracted $1. Now we're down to 360. All right, purchase price is 110. You divide that by 110, gives me a grand total of 3.2. Now we divide that by 4, because it's 4 weeks in a month. We have to hold this sucker for four weeks. Okay, that's 0.8% per week. Don't get me wrong, 0.8% per week would be 42% per year. Okay, I can live with 42% per year. Okay, but anyway, let's take a look at the chart. PER. Nope. Not even a second. Do you see that? You pull up a chart, first thing you want to look at. What's the high? What's the low? Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? Do you see here? The low in July was around 115. The high now is 210. That's $85. $85 worth of profit taking. Okay, even 90 days ago. 90 days ago it was at 160. That's $40. That's 25% in 90 days. 80%, 85%, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 80% in 8 months. You think JD is like an Amazon in China? I have no idea what JD is. Thoughts on Apple? All right, we're going to take a look at Apple in a minute. Michael. Another Michael. So we have Mike, Michael, and Michael. What is the highest percentage of your portfolio do you recommend having in a single stock? I don't go more than 50%. The beginning of the year, well, a couple weeks ago, I jumped into 3M, 100-year-old company, dividend king, increased dividends for more than 50 years, 5 decades. 5 decades of increased dividends. Tesla's a no, they don't pay dividends. Quick, right to the point. Tesla's a no. Okay, so 3M. Okay, I had it for 6 weeks, I think, and I was just at that 1%, and I dollar cost averaged 3 times. I DCA'd 3 times. Okay, I bought it, dollar cost average, dollar cost average. Now I was at a point where I had 50% of my portfolio, that one particular portfolio, invested in 3M. And I finally had to let it go. And I just barely creeped about the 1% per week for the 6-week period. So, I don't, once I get to a certain point, that's it. I don't dollar cost average on it anymore. Now, I think I'm with that with WBA. WBA I had for quite a while. And nope, not there yet. Because I'm only at 22% in the WBA. Okay. I get 50% into Kohl's. So I'm done with Kohl's. I'm not dollar cost averaging on Kohl's anymore. All right, let's go back to here. All right, so PGR for, our guest here who wants to swing trade this bad boy, to me that's screaming puts or shorting. One or the other, however you want to look at it. Because seriously, how high do you think it's going to go? It's never been higher than this. What makes you think it's... Don't get me wrong, it could go higher. It could. But you just never know. And I don't want to gamble with my money. You can gamble with your money. I want safe, predictable, consistent. Okay, safe, consistent, and predictable. All right, Michael, I see. Do you dollar cost average in order to be close enough to the cost basis to sell a covered call? Michael, that's perfect. It's exactly what I do. But I do cut it off at a certain point. Okay? Now, I just told you about 3M. Okay, I bought it at a certain price. It came down, and I could dollar cost average again, but no, that would have been 4 times the DCA, and that's just too much. That's too much money into one position. Because as the stock is going down, I'm getting less and less premiums per week. What's that's getting my return on my equity on a weekly basis lower and lower. So I have 4 other companies that are trying to boost up that loss. So I may not make the 1%. I'm not going to make 1% on Walgreens this week because Walgreens is at 0.8. All right, so the premium on Walgreens, okay, WBA. Okay, we just went over this a little while ago. Okay, right now, the 21.5s are only going for 19 cents, which is less than 1% of what I'm into it at. Because I'm into it at 21.65. Okay, hypothetically, I should be selling the 22s, but I made enough money off of it that I'm okay with selling the 21.50s. I see. Do dollar cost average? Okay, yeah, no. All right. Enough to cost. Okay, yep. I'm beginning to understand this strategy better. Well, alrighty. Now, Michael, I don't want to insult you in any manner, shape, or form, but this was created for a 9-year-old girl. Okay? Back in 2008, my little daughter wanted to trade with me because I'd be trading, and she said, "Daddy, what are you doing? Can I do it? Can you show me?" And I said, "All right, let's go." So I had to work out a strategy. It had to be safe. It had to be simple. No way she could possibly lose anything. The income had to be predictable, and consistent. So this is what I came up with, this little trading strategy here. Okay, never buy something you do not want to own for a long period of time. Never sell a loss. Never buy something that doesn't have increased dividends, because if it goes down, at least you're getting higher and higher dividends every year until it recovers to the point where you want to sell it. Pretty simple. All right, so move it on over. Just slide it on over. Okay, JD Calm. I like simple and low risk. Hey, I'm 60 years old. Okay, the amount of money I make on a weekly basis covers all my bills. I don't have to go to work again. I don't. I enjoy working, but there's a huge difference between working because you enjoy it and working because you have to. Okay, my kids all live on their own. I have, hypothetically, if you made 4% a week, week 1, would you sell calls at 2% to get out with a 1% average? No, because you're still over. Okay, yeah. Wait a minute. If you made 4% week 1, would you sell calls at 2% to get out at 1% average? No, because you're talking about 2 weeks, 1%. Like 1 week at 4%, and 1 week at 2%. That gives you an average of 3%. Okay, -2. Okay, -2. Well, yeah, then you'd be right. Where is Bitcoin in 7 days? On someone else's screen. Okay, Mike Kerrigan, don't take this the wrong way, but you have an interesting way of not being able to read the title. Dividend investing. Can you say the word with me? Come on, boys and girls, you can say it. Dividend. No, it's dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Nothing at all to do with cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. What do you think about IONQ? That is in an ETF. Okay, ETFs are not here. However, I did take the top 20 ETFs. Okay, just for those that might be interested, took the top 20 ETFs. I jumped into them, took out all the stocks, and this is what I came up with. Okay, these are the stocks on the ETFs, the top 20 ETFs. And EV company, I think. Yeah, no. IONQ. IONQ. Okay, they don't have dividends in January, don't have dividends in February, don't have dividends in March. They have no dividends, so why would I want to be looking at them? Thanks, Winner. Okay, Winnie. I'll call you Winnie. MO is on the list. Thoughts on O? O's a monthly. Okay, if you want to do options on a monthly basis, is Lowe's good? Lowe's is awesome. Lowe's on my list. I buy Lowe's every quarter, just not this week. Okay, probably next week or the week after. Okay, as long as the numbers work out. But yeah, I buy Lowe's almost every quarter. All right, so JD was a no. Lilly, Eli Lilly. Winnie. Okay, Winnie. Eli Lilly. LLY. All right, Eli Lilly has a dividend in February 14th. Okay, that was 4 weeks ago. AMD on the moon. AMD. AMD is on the list. I do have to admit. Okay, we'll take a look at it. Okay, so Eli Lilly is not for 10 more weeks. I think. 8 weeks? Another 8 weeks for Eli Lilly. SCHD is an ETF, which means they have a bunch of stocks inside. So no, I don't do ETFs. Sorry. Very good news came out Friday. Depends on how you look at it. All right, next on the list. VST. VST. Nothing on Monday. Sorry, nothing on January. Nothing. Oh, VST, the 19th. Ooh, 21 cents. Okay, on Tuesday. Okay, we have a contender. PRSO. No. Ooh, SYY. That's Cisco. Yeah, SPL. PRSO. That's a no. Okay, you got to remember, number one, they got to be an individual stock, not an ETF. All right, not what do you call those other things? Home Depot. I think I bought Home Depot like once or twice. The numbers just don't work out for Home Depot for me. But we'll take a look at it. Let's take a look at VST first. Okay, Monday, tomorrow is the 18th. Okay, only have one opportunity to collect a dividend on VST if you really like it. So, 21 cents. Let's see what it looks like. VST, Vistra Energy Group. It's a monthly, so that's a no. No to VST. Ooh, Visa. I don't think Visa. Visa is going to be a no. Why? Well, let's take a look. Visa. Purchase price, $283. The closest strike price is the $285. $170. No. All right. Pretty simple. MasterCard's probably going to be the exact same way because they're pretty close. Okay, I don't do stocks over $300, so MasterCard's $475. So the $475 is going for $510, but you're losing 8 cents off the top. That's still over $5. That's still over 1% for MasterCard. For those of you who want to do that, and MasterCard's a no. Look, low of the year, high of the year. Okay? And look at all this profit right here. The last 90 days, 360, 480. Okay, that's 110. That's a 25% increase between here and there. And all this place right here, all this profit taken, waiting to be taken. Okay, remember, it's not a profit until you take it. Oh, itchy eyes, some strange reading. Marvel. Ooh, that's a good one. How do you do the math the way you did for AT&T? All right, I'm going to have to take a look at it again. MRVL. AT&T. Hold on a second. That should be relatively easy. Oh, you ready? This is your purchase price. All right. The last trade was 1705. The bid 1702. The ask is 1708. So if you're going to buy AT&T first thing tomorrow morning, guess what you're going to pay? You're going to be paying this price right here, 1708. All right. Now, if you want to sell someone a covered call, I know it's different from each stock, but how long do you have to hold a dividend stock? Oh, Cisco's on the list. We'll take a look at Cisco. Hold that thought for a second. CSCR. All right, we'll take a look at Cisco in a minute. Now, you need artificial tears. Now I need to stop doing this kind of crap. You know, I'm not used to seeing these numbers, the word so small following these questions. I got a big screen TV over there, which means I should probably put it over there. So, hypothetically speaking, as soon as we reach 10,000 followers, we can use TikTok's studio. Then this screen will be onto this screen, and I won't have to be squinting all the time. So, AT&T, you want to figure out how the numbers? How are you on the other social media? You know, Berman, I'm just getting started on the other ones, okay? I'm still a lot of glitchy. Okay, I know how to use this one. This one's easy. It's about to get banned in like a week. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so someone want to know about the math. If I'm going to buy AT&T in the morning, 1708. It's right there, posted right there, 1708. 1708. The closest strike price is a 17. It's going for 21 cents. All right, 21 cents a share. If I sell it, the option, you know, the covered call, 17. All right, I'm losing 8 cents because the purchase price is 1708. So you got to subtract that 8 cents off of the premium that you collect, 21 cents. So you're only collecting 13 cents. So 13 cents is less than 1%. Yes, the link on his site in the bio. Yep. Can you explain a covered call, please? Christian, simple. You buy a stock at a certain, whatever price you buy it at, and you sell a covered call, which is the right for someone to buy it from you by a certain date, at a certain date, by a certain price, by a certain date. The ones that I do here, I sell them on Monday, and they expire on Friday. Okay, so if I buy AT&T right here, I sell someone the right to buy it from me for the exact same price I paid for it, 1708. Okay, they will pay me a premium. On Friday, if that stock price is above that, more than likely I'll be back into cash. If it's not, then more than likely I will bring it into next week. You must own at least 100 shares of stock to do the covered call. Absolutely correct. All right, so no to MasterCard. UL, United Laboratories. UL. SoFi. What do you think about Yuan, United Airlines, the dividend rate of 1780? What do you think? Well, we'll take a look at it. What's your thought on Charles Schwab? I hate the fact that Charles Schwab took away some of the perks that were on here. UAN. No, UAL. Is that right? UAL? UAN. UAN. After that, stop limits on covered call. No stop limits on covered calls for buying calls and puts. Yeah, correct. All right, so let's go. I don't use Charles Schwab. I use Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is just owned by Charles Schwab. I don't I mean, I tried Charles Schwab. It's too clunky for me. Like here, I've been using it for for over 15 years, close to 20 years. So everything is smooth for me. If I went to Charles Schwab, yeah, I could probably figure it out, but I have to get used to it all over again. I mean, they'll let me use this, so fine, I'm going to keep on using this. TD Ameritrade was so much better. Yes, I'm going to agree with you. All right, so UL. When do they have their dividend? And it's not United Lab, not for March. February, that was 4 weeks ago. Okay. Chico's Pizza and Restaurant. How you doing this evening? I would prefer that you let me know that that thing has dividends and weekly options. What's the highest paying dividend? I have no idea. All right, so it's no to UL because that was a couple of weeks ago. GIS. GIS. There's a question for you. If I told you what the highest paying dividend was, highest paying dividend stock was, would you buy it and why? You have to ask the question. Why is it so high? What have you ever tried trading? Yes, I have. Well, awesome for you. Do you have a Discord? I'm working on figuring out how the Discord works. I do have one. I'm just trying to figure out how it works. Probably not till I research. That does make sense. Okay, so I'm looking at GIS. It is the 9th. So it's the second week of the quarter. Okay, now tomorrow we're looking at the first week of the quarter. So we're not going to be looking at the second week of the quarter until next week. And it's paying 59 cents, but we can take a look at it now only because it's a possibility to get into 3 weeks beforehand. 67.50, so the 67. Ooh, nice. Even the 68s. Ooh, I like the numbers here. All right, well, MO is probably the highest dividend on his list at 9.6. Thanks, Al. Yeah, Altria is a good dividend stock. General Mills. Ooh, see that? High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Takes not even a couple seconds. So I want to take a closer look at it because it looks pretty good from here. Okay, so a year ago we're sitting at 80.17. The high of the year, 90.95. She drops down to the bottom of the year, which was the beginning of October, and that was 60.14. Oh, Talon, thank you for that. You suggest I invest in SOL right now. Well, I've been doing this for 20 years, and SOL is not on my list. Why do you think that is? All right, Trill 4L. Trilly? SOL. Yes, it is inversed. The reason why it's inversed is I have 4 cameras. Okay, so I'm looking at myself 4 different ways, and they're all doing the exact same thing. Okay, now if it wasn't inversed, what stock was that you were looking at where you agreed it's a good dividend stock? Well, we're looking at General Mills at the moment. Okay, so General Mills. Maybe SOL feels sketchy. I'm not quite sure. It's $1.84. Why the hell would I buy something for $1.84? And it's a monthly. It's a double no. Okay, so I'm not quite sure why I would buy it at $1.84, and it's a monthly. 2 totally against. No. Apparently people have a. Okay, we're on GIS still. Okay, General Mills. Okay, so I like the 1 year chart. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. Some people can't read, dividend stocks, dividend investing for weekly cash flow. Okay, SOL, I don't even know if they have dividends. Okay, 90 days ago, we're at 64.59. The 90-day top was 68.24, and that was the middle of December. They're not paying attention. Thanks, Jerry. I like Verizon. Yeah, I like Verizon too. Do you only buy weeklies? Just got weekly payments or other reasons? I don't buy weeklies. I sell weeklies. That way I have cash flow coming in. What program are you using and how much money do you need to get started? You can start with 50 bucks, believe it or not. The program I'm using here is not a program. It is a trading platform. It's called Thinkorswim. You go up there, sign up for free paper trade, practice a little bit before you do anything. Thinkorswim. Thanks, B-Day. Opinion on AM. Never heard of them. It's kind of weird. If I have never heard of them, then they're probably not on my list. So what's the strategy? Well, how about you just chill, watch, because you're new here. I'm good with names. You're new, so just watch and listen. I'm going to be here till 11:30, which is another hour. You can sell dividend. No, you can't sell dividend. You can sell covered calls to collect a weekly premium. Had no idea. I thought you just invested in the companies and they paid you. Yes, you do. So you're new here, so you don't know yet. AGNC, we looked at that a couple of weeks ago. I believe Alto is a quarterly dividend and has a 5% yearly. Alto, we'll take a look at it. B-Day, correct. ALTO. ALTO. It does not sound familiar. Now, usually, AM pays dividends and has solid returns in the past years. Okay, AM. Okay, hold up for that. All right. TJ, hello. How you doing? Let's take a look at what we're looking at. Okay, what we're looking at this moment in time is General Mills. AGNC is a monthly. Thanks, Donald. All right. Now, we're taking a look at General Mills. I'm pretty sure everybody here has heard of General Mills. They make Cheerios. How can you not know General Mills? I've done options, but am curious how to do a covered call. I've heard about them, and I haven't had. Oh, AM. Good, and you. AM is a monthly. Thanks, Jen. Jen, I can always rely on you coming up with the good stuff. Thanks, Jen. Oh, the wife says hi, by the way, Jen. Are all the stocks you cover on your list? I don't see some of the dividend kings on the aristocrats list. Okay, aisle breakers, you're new here. I can hear her snoring in the other room. I'll let her know tomorrow. She doesn't snore loud enough for you guys here, but I can hear it. So anyway, you're asking why you aren't seeing the dividend kings. The list that people are rattling off, most of them, okay, these are all the lists that you guys give me. Okay, most of these are on my list. Why do you think that is? Why do you think they're not on my list? They're not on my list because they just don't make it. Okay, 20 years of increased dividends. 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. That's the only two criteria I asked you guys to give me. It's Alto. Atlo, not Alto. Atlo. A-T-L-O. Okay. You keep rolling over to later dates and collect the premium for the decay. Yep. Pretty straightforward. Super new here. Buy and sell same day. Kind of yes, kind of no. GIS reports earnings on March 20th. Do you avoid purchasing stocks before earnings? No, I don't. Can you give me an example of a covered call new here? Yes, we will in a couple of seconds. Atlo's has monthly options. Atlo Ingredients is monthly. Thanks, Jen. So, whoever wants to look at ATLO, that's a no. The reason being, it's a monthly. What does that mean? That means they only offer options for monthlies, which means that's only 12 per year. 12 per year means you're going to get an average of 24 to 30% per year, if you're lucky. Can we do less than 5 picks a week? or do you do the numbers? Doesn't make any sense to do that. Well, jury, what I do, I like to do 4 or 5. Reason being is because all 4 or 5 don't always work. As a matter of fact, this week, let me open this up here for a second. This week, I'm carrying 4 into next week, which means next week I'm only buying 1 in this account, and I'm buying, I think, 3 in one of my other accounts. If the stock drops below the premium price, you lose money. No, you only lose if you sell at a loss, which is rule number 2. Never sell at a loss. All right. How much can I make monthly percentage on these? Well, let me think. 1% per week. Most months have 4 weeks. I don't know if the math is there. Really? All right. FTI dividend, 05, blah, blah. Great job, been for an hour and a half. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. All right, so I have 4 positions I'm carrying into next week. Comcast, Nordstrom's, Kohl's, and Walgreens. Okay? Those are ones I'm carrying over from last week, which means I didn't sell them last week, which means I can do it all over again. And I'm only picking up 1 new stock tomorrow. That's it. And so far, it's USB. But we have, how many we have to look at tomorrow morning? All right, right here. Here's the list. CMCSA, all right, so it's Comcast, Costco, American Express, Bristol Myers Squibb, JP Morgan, Albemarle, Globe Life, MasterCard, Gap, Campbell's, and Toll Brothers. I already know Campbell's is a no. I know MasterCard's a no. And I don't know about the other ones. But you know, those ones we're looking at tomorrow morning. All right, what's the most you carry over each week? Well, I think once I carried over all 5. You know, so I have 5 positions. I had to carry all 5 of them over the next week. Once I actually got rid of everything. DG, that's Dollar General. DG, yeah. Back to G. All right, let's get back. All right, we're going to get back to General Mills. Okay, so that's 90 days. Okay, this is the last 90 days right here. I want to take a look at the last 30 days before I give my opinion. It's just my opinion. I'm wrong most of the time. All right, dividends covered calls is an awesome low-risk strategy. You got to follow for me. Oh, thank you there, B. Dave. If no profit by expiration. Okay, Christian, I'm lost in that conversation. Okay, 30 days ago today, okay, we're at the 30-day bottom. 30 days ago, 30-day bottom. And that was 62.69. Okay, the 30-day high was Friday, right here. Interesting. Okay, so it went up, a little bit of pullback, up, a little bit of pullback, up, a little bit of pullback, up, up. So basically, from the 30 days, okay, a 30-day bottom, 30-day top. It's a tendency to move to the upside. Not hugely, but it's still there. Do you know what you're buying tomorrow? No, we don't look at that until tomorrow morning. Okay, so for you asking what we do tomorrow morning, we have a trading group, okay? A little community, we get together right here. If you want to join us, okay? We get in the morning, we look at all the stocks, we look at all the numbers, and we see what looks good. Then we buy first thing in the morning, just before the market opens. When the stock keeps going down, do you hold forever? What? Or do you cut your loss? Okay, FitFinFlex, good question. What do you think about ICT? I don't think about ICT. All right, so anyway, as I was talking about this right here, live trading, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9:15 to 10. Okay, it's just before the market opens. We jump in, we take a look, we ask questions, blah, 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 all kinds of neat stuff. And on Friday, 3:30. Why 3:30 on Friday? Well, because options expire on Saturday. The last thing we can do is 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. So we want to see where our positions are. Do we have to make any adjustments on Friday? So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9:15 to 10 o'clock. Or until we run, whichever comes first. We run out of money or 10 o'clock, one or the other. Lately, we've been running out of money sooner than 10 o'clock comes. But well, let's get back to where we were. All right, SOLs and now we're in GIS. Oh, let's take a look at seasonality. Now, why do we look at seasonality? Well, because I want an idea what this thing normally does this time of year. Look at that. You see that? The blue line represents this year. The red line represents 10 years worth of data. 10 years worth of data. Look what happens. She goes sideways at the beginning of the year. Look what happened this year. Went sideways. Now look at this. Right in the middle of March, she shoots up all the way up to May. That, I like that movement. Look at that. That's plain. You can't misrepresent that for anything else than what it is. It goes from the low in March, February, March is the low, usually of the year. Okay, and this is 10 years worth of data. And she shoots up. Oh, she goes from 2 months, within 2 months, from the low of the year to the high of the year in 2 months. That's General Mills. That's just historical performance. That's not guaranteed. Okay, that's just the average movement over the last 10 years. That makes me think, okay, is General Motors a good, wait a minute, last 2 weeks. All right, next 2 weeks. Yeah, look at this, the next few weeks. Oh, wait, did you see that? Before I go any further? March 21st. Yeah, remember I told you, you're going to see that on almost every chart. March 21st. Why March 21st? Because that's the low from the pandemic. I know from experience my boy is bulking up after basketball season. So much cheer. General Mills. Yep. Big split jump. Yep. Do you think news might affect what the price does? Well, jury, that's exactly what the news does. But what happens? Okay, the news has really nothing to do with the company whatsoever. But the market maker reacts to the news. Why does he do that? Well, we talked about this a while ago. Oh, standard, hold on. Back to where we go. All right, so this is the last 30 days. Okay, went up, a little bit of pullback. Now look from this low here. From this low here to going up that direction. Okay, there might be a pullback here. I don't know. That's a big move to the upside. Why is that? I don't know. But do you like General Mills? GIS. Okay, so General Mills, the last trade, 66.76. The bid, 66.60. The ask, 67.51. So the 67s are going for $1.30. You're losing 50 cents right off the top. But look at this. The 68s are going for 90 cents. That's still over a buck. That's still over 1%. If you even jump into the 65.50s, 210. Those numbers are just awesome. However, you're still going to have this issue here. Okay? From this bottom here. Because you see, from this bottom to this top, you got your profit taking. Okay? The profit taking already happened there. Okay? From here, from the 30-day bottom to here. All right? This was the old 30-day high. Okay? She went up, profit taking, brought it down to this double bottom here. Now, from here, we got a new 30-day high here. What do you think is going to happen? Could it go up? Yes, it could. But you have all this profit taking here. There's no market. There are no market makers. Why would you say that? There are. Every company, every stock has a market maker. Okay, because you buy it from someone. Who do you buy it from? Okay, who do you sell it to? You can only sell it to one person. All right. The bid and the ask. The difference between the bid and the ask is the spread. Who makes the spread? The market maker. Who's the market maker? The market maker could be almost anyone. There's always a market maker. Yeah, that's correct. It's like when you go into a grocery store to get a gallon of milk, what do you pay for the gallon of milk? You pay what the grocery store owner tells you got to pay. Okay, he buys it for $3, he sells it to you for $4. What's his profit? His profit is the difference between the purchase price and the sale price. He buys it for $3, he sells it for $4. His profit is the spread. Same thing with the market maker. Okay, now market makers, they pay an awful lot of money to be a market maker. And you have to have an awful lot of experience to be a market maker. Not anyone can be a market maker. Okay, but he's the only one you can buy and sell to. Okay, I cannot sell you my General Mills. If you want to pay me, 68 bucks for my General, I couldn't sell it to you because I couldn't sell it to you, no matter how you want to look at it, unless I have the shares in front of me. Okay, the absolute shares, the paper shares. Okay, if I had the paper shares, then I could do it. But in the stock market itself, you can't. You have to do it through the broker who does it through the market maker. I don't think, I think I'm up 8% on GIS in the past month or so, in and out multiple times. Okay. All right. User 415424, whatever. That's wrong. I have no idea what you're talking about. What's wrong? I have no problem whatsoever being up for a challenge if I'm wrong. And I have no problem admitting I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Okay, it's not giving me the information. So not telling me. Founder Robert, blah blah blah. Momentum, blah blah blah. This is just giving me crappy information. It's not giving me the actual information. I know it's there somewhere. All right, do you have a website or book most people want about education scams and trading? Hey Joshua, you don't ever believe a random guy on YouTube. Or wait a minute, this is on. Yeah, this is on YouTube. All right, wait a second. Let's go back to where we are. Yeah, hold on a second. Right there. The10minutetrader.com. Okay, you know what? Do yourself a favor. Come up here to my bio. Go to all my links. All my links are right here. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, podcast. I've been podcast for the last 4 years. LinkedIn, Patreon, TikTok, live on YouTube right now. Books by James. Okay, the books I've written. You go to the YouTube channel and you put my information in there and look at the oldest videos you have. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Whoops. Do this right here. Just for the fun of it. I think I've heard of this site before. Hold on. My channel. Videos. Okay, live playlist. Oldest, right here. All right. You go to videos and you go to the oldest videos. Okay, hit the oldest. And look at that. 11 years ago. Oh, there's JC Lynn. She was the original 10-minute trader. That's my 90. Well, she was 11 there. But she was 9 years old when I taught her this strategy. And if you look at the dates, okay, 11 years ago, 11 years ago, 11 years ago. There she is right there.
Today we're talking about dividends.
Oh, there's no volume. Oh no.
Hi, I'm Daisy, 10-minute trader. Today we're talking about dividends. What is a dividend? It's a portion of profits paid out by a company. If you want to know why they're important, I can give you a few reasons. Let's see. They write checks for money. Yeah. Money's cool. Money pays bills. Money gets stuff. They send them to me. If you do what I do, you're going to get one too. sure we get these. Because you learned from this.
All right. Anyway, that was. There's some videos of me in there from 12 years ago. Yeah, try to keep a 9-year-old entertained. So it had to be simple. It had to be safe. No possible way she could lose. Okay. The income had to be consistent and had to be predictable. Okay. There's videos of me in there wearing a certain T-shirt, right? And I actually still have the T-shirt because I did a video a couple of weeks ago, and I'm watching. And I'm thinking that looks familiar. Hold on, see if I go back there again. You'll get a kick out of this. It's funny. If I pull up again. Videos. Oldest. I think it's this one. Nope, this one right here.
Hi, I'm JC, and I'm
Nope,
Hi,
not
I'm
that one.
JC, and I'm a trader. In less than 3 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to make more than the average bear. There are 5 keys. Key number 1, there are 156 companies paying over 10% yield this year.
Oops, oldest. Wasn't that one. I think this one right here could be.
Hi, I'm JC, and me, as you being part of my internet website club thingy, which my dad doesn't like me calling it that, but I do. Being part of that, you're going to be getting weekly lists of stocks that I'll be trading, and every month.
Okay, there's over 20 days in the month of January. There's over 20 days in February. There's over 21 days in the month of March. What does that mean? That means. Oops. See the T-shirt I'm wearing? I have that same T-shirt I did a video on 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's me. Look all the hair I had back then, and it was the same color. All right. Anyway, that's for those of you people who think, hey, it is what it is. I've been doing this for a while. You'll see me saying the exact same thing as I said 12, 13 years ago. I can hear you in what she's saying. It's funny. Yeah, professional at the time. All right. Anyway, so let's get back to what we're talking about. So General Mills, don't get me wrong, it's a 100-year-old company, but here's your movement from the double bottom here. It's going to the upside. Could it keep going? Yes, it could. However, I would be afraid of right there, this profit, especially when she goes from here up to there. But let's take a look at what we buy it for. Okay, so if we're going to buy it, if I'm going to buy it tomorrow morning, this is what I'm going to look at. Get out of there. Okay, so the ask price, which is right here, which is what I'm going to pay for it, $67.51. Okay, so let's take a look at the 67. The 67s are $1.30. Okay, but I'm losing 51 cents right off the top because my purchase price is $67.51. And if I sell it at 67, I'm losing 51 cents. So I got to take that 51 cents off of the $1.30, $1.30 premium that I'm going to be paid. So what is that? That's 79 cents that I'm going to receive. That's over 1%. Okay. 79 cents divided by the purchase price of 67. Okay, that's 1.1%. Okay, fine. Now, let's take a look at the 66s. At 66, I'd be losing $1.51. Okay, so that's not worth it because at $1.80, okay, the premium's $1.80. Okay, and you want to subtract the 151 off of that one. That only leaves me with 29 cents. No thanks. FX is 99% BS. There was a whole post on Reddit yesterday. Okay. You don't do FX. No, I don't do FX. Sorry. The reason why I don't do FX is because there's no regulation. Ooh, someone else is signing in over here. D Restaurant, Chico's Pizza. Hi, guys. Now, I don't very often get people over here on Instagram saying hi. So hi to people on Instagram. There's nobody on YouTube and nobody on Facebook. Isn't that weird? No one on Facebook, no one on YouTube, but Instagram here. I got a couple of people over there. I got a whole bunch of people over here. 72 guys. If we drop below 70, I'm leaving. So you better say, share the live so get more people jump in. And it's almost 11 o'clock. What are you guys doing here at 11 o'clock on a Sunday night? Don't you guys work? I don't. Anyway, that was General Mills. So I like General Mills. However, I'd like to see it a little bit better, personally. All right, next on our list. BA. Someone suggested BA, which is Boeing. Isn't BA Boeing? BA. It is Boeing. I've been doing this way too long. It's 7:52 in LA. They say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Just think, over in Hawaii, they're having tiki, sitting at the tiki bar watching the sunset. All right, so BA is at 182. So the 182.50s. Ooh, I like those numbers. No for booing. Why are we booing Boeing? No. Why no on Boeing? Anyone give me a reason why no on Boeing? Okay, 182. Yeah, I'm looking at the chart. BA. Okay, not in January. Not in February. Not March. Boeing doesn't even have a dividend. Yeah, I get that. But do you remember when British Petroleum had that leak in the blew a gasket? Okay, British Petroleum blew a gasket a couple of years ago. Yeah, Colin, I get that. But do you remember when British Petroleum (BP) had the leak in the Gulf? Made frontline news worldwide. Everybody hated British Petroleum for months. However, take a look now. Did it really affect the company? Really? I mean, come on. Did it really affect the company? The one thing I don't like about Boeing is they don't have a freaking dividend. Okay? Okay, look. Nothing in March. Nothing in February. Nothing in January. What does that mean? The first quarter. First quarter, nothing. I think it's got more room to go down. I would wait until it drops more. And yeah, I get that. However, they don't have a dividend. Right? James, I'm watching you on YouTube. Don't know why it says 0 watches. It does say 0 watches. Well, all right. So you have, what do you call it? The chart. You have this chart. There's actually 2 broadcasts on YouTube, believe it or not. There's this chart here, and then there's the picture with me, which is the exact same thing you're seeing here on TikTok. Okay, 3M was a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, exactly. Any PR is good PR. Okay, so anyway, no on Boeing. The only reason I'm saying no on Boeing doesn't have anything to do with the chart. Okay, so let's take a look at the chart. Okay, a year ago, 200. Okay, the bottom of the year was in October. Okay, at 176. The high of the year was 267. Okay, so you have bad news. Okay. YouTube says 11 watches. Yeah, that's 11 watches for this, not for the camera. Okay, so you have the broadcast from my computer. Then you have the camera, which is basically what you're looking at here on TikTok. The same thing. Facebook's the exact same. Instagram's the exact same. YouTube's the exact same. And TikTok's the exact same. I actually bought 2 more cameras today. So I'll be doing, I'm debating between, I'm debating between X, which is Twitter, and LinkedIn. Okay, I had 2 more to go. LinkedIn, Twitter. I'm trying to figure out which one is a good one to broadcast on. Anyway, we'll find out. Okay, so anyway, look at the chart. Okay, you get your 90-day top at 267. Okay, from there, she drops and drops. Last 30 days. Okay, so 30 days ago, we were sitting at 204.88. She basically went sideways, had a high on the 28th. Okay, went sideways still, and then we dropped. Thursday was the bottom, right? The bottom was on Thursday, and that was 180.52. LinkedIn is more for business to business relationships. Twitter would be better. Yeah, well, Twitter's going to be a definite. But then I have one extra camera. Where does that go? I'll probably do Facebook and get rid of this camera because this camera over here sucks. It's really dim and dull. I don't know how to make it brighter. All right, so I'm kind of curious here with Boeing. So let's go to Yahoo Finance and do a little bit of research. Because you do know at some point in time there is a bottom, which is a bottom. Doesn't Boeing have military contracts with the government? Yes, they do. Lots of streamers are on Twitch too. Yeah, see, I got to figure out which one I'm going to do. All right, so I might go out and buy another camera. You know what would make more sense is to learn how to use the damn freaking software. I got the software on my computer. I don't know how to use it. I figure it's just easier just to buy me another phone. Because I buy the older phones, you know, the iPhone 6s, the 5s, the 6s, and the 7s. You get it for like 40, 50 bucks. I just buy them and just go, you know, start. I'm vain. I like looking at myself, all 4 cameras. Anyway, Boeing, BA. Okay. Okay, we all can see that? We all see that okay? Okay, so this is 1 day, 6 months. Okay. Year to date, going to the downside. Last 5 years. Okay. 5 years ago, we're at 389. Okay, look what happened over here during the pandemic, $95 a share. Back in 2022, 121. She's still got more room to go down, but then again, she got a shitload more room to go up. Now, let's look at all the data for Boeing. All right, look at that. The highest she's ever been is 443, and that was 2018. Okay, by looking at the charts, it gives you a better idea. So let's look at historical data. Now I want to see the dividends. See, they have no dividends. Thank you. I enjoyed listening to you and will definitely be back to learn more. Well, alrighty. Thank you for that. Okay, so we could have ended this a long time ago, but Boeing has no dividends. It shouldn't even be on our list. So I don't know who suggested it. 20 lashes with a wet noodle. I don't know. Whatever. Let's go back to where we were. Okay, so no for Boeing. LEM. Who said LEM? Isn't that Lululemon's? LEM. L-E. Or Lehman Brothers. Leading Edge Media. Really? 81 cents? No. Altria. M-O. Dividend paying. Gotta love that one. Not in January. Not in February. It's in March. This Friday coming up. Ooh. Possible triple play. I love Friday triple plays. What's a triple play? A triple play is basically you get the dividend, you get the premium, and you get the difference between the purchase price and the strike price. Let's take a look. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, there's a girl on here, Jen. Her very first trade, she got a triple play. Okay, dividend, premium, and the difference between the stock price and the strike price. They don't happen that often. It's kind of like in baseball. You don't get a triple play that often, but they're cool when they do happen. All right, so a 98-cent dividend is coming up this Friday. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers. Altria, 44.21. The 44s are going for 34 cents. Yeah. The 44.50s are going for 18. That sounds a little bit better because you got 2% coming in from the dividend. So the dividend's 2%. So it's kind of be okay if going to 44.5. So why the 44.5? Well, let's take a look at the charts. I don't see it. But let's take a look. Okay, the high of the year, low of the year. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? let's take a gander. All right, a year ago today, we're at 45.76. We got the high, 48.04, and that was back at the end of April. James, go to sleep now. Monday morning, well, yeah. We'll be busy. Actually, I usually end at 11:30, which is in another 28 minutes. So just sit tight. Thoughts on JP Morgan? JPM. Isn't JP on our list for tomorrow morning? Yes, it is. Number 7. JP Morgan. All right. Back to where we were. Okay, so the high of the year, 48.08. The bottom of the year, 39.07. Last 90 days. All right, look where we are 90 days ago. 40.65. The 90-day bottom was on the 1st of March at 39.26, and the 90-day high was Friday, and that was 44.50. Okay, so this should be a telltale sign right here. Okay, 30 days ago, 30-day bottom, 30-day top. What do you think's going to happen? I mean, come on, seriously, what do you think? Okay, well, let's take a look at the seasonality. See what that says. Hey, look at that. March 21. Okay, so we disregard March 21. Okay, it's going to go sideways and it's going to go up by mid-April. It's not going to do anything for the next couple of weeks based on history. Okay, historical performance. It's not going to do a whole heck of a lot. Oh, come on, guys. We're at 59. You got to share. Like, share. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. I don't know, something like that. That's the way always says that. Why are you on your list for Monday? Not on the list for Monday. Oh, well. No. Altria is not on the list for Monday. Well, no, it's not. It was on the list 2 weeks ago. It has its dividend next week. This Friday. Whoops. Okay, right there. Okay. The 22nd, that's this Friday. JP Morgan, same thing. It's on the list for next week. Yeah, Mike, we're not going to get to that because we don't have enough time. And look at the size of the list. We have still all these ones to go through. So we're not going to get the JP Morgan, and we're not going to get the Dollar General. Okay, so I'm going to say no to Altria, regardless what the numbers look like. Okay, because that right there tells me there's going to be profit taking. All right, that's just my opinion. But I'm not going to do it. If you guys want to do it, you guys do it. Okay, so the 44.21, which is the purchase price, 44.21. The 44s are going for 34 cents. You take 21 cents off of that, and you're looking at 13 cents. You'd be better off going for the 44.50s. The 44.50s are going for 18 cents. Okay, you do the 44s, and you subtract that 21 cents off of there, you're at 13 cents. You might as well just go one more strike out, the 44.50s. Could it go up to 44.50? Yeah, it could, because it made 44.50 on Friday. It doesn't have to go higher. Again, just stay right where it is. Okay, so the high on Friday was 44.50. There you go. Okay, do you really think it's going to stay that high for the next 5 days? Okay, because Monday is Monday. Okay, that starts a new week. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The option expires on Friday. Well, this particular option. Okay, this particular option here. Okay, 22 March 24. That's this Friday. 28 March 24. That's next Friday. Okay, 5 April 24. That's the following Friday. That's 3 weeks out. 1 week out, 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, so on and so forth. Okay, you can buy any one of those options, or you can sell one of those options. It's a lot. You have a lot of options with options. That's weird. All right, so no to Altria for me. ITW for April. I have no idea what ITW is. AMD. Someone said AMD. Top of the range for Altria. You're right. Top of the range, Altria. Next one we'll take a look at is AMD. Advanced Micro Division. Is that even up for consideration? Does AMD even have dividends? Because they're not showing. So let's no to AMD. Cisco, SYY. SYY. Ooh, the fourth. And they're paying 50 cents. SYY. Cisco 82. It's a monthly. No to Cisco. Thanks, Michael. Home Depot. Somebody want to look at Home Depot. Now, Home Depot is a weekly, and Home Depot is a dividend king. Okay, 373. $370.23, 375s. ITW, Illinois Tool Works. Yeah, Illinois Tool Works. Why do I know that? ITW, Illinois Tool Works. Yeah, it's a monthly. Yeah, it's no to Home Depot. Okay, 373. The closest strike price is the 375, and it's only 305. It's less than 1%. Okay, Home Depot. ITW, Illinois Tool Works. It's a monthly. Have to know. Marvel. Somebody want to look at Marvel. And I know Marvel is on the list. MRVL. When does Marvel pay the dividend? MRVL. Marvel Technologies. I always think of Marvel Comics while looking at it. Okay. No to March. No to February. January. So Marvel is the 4th. All right. So it is going to be the 11th. Ooh. 5 cents. It's good 2 strikes in. Yeah. Marvel. 67. Ooh, check that out. Just check out. Sticks the 67 and the 67, 179. That's more than 2%. Oh, let's take a gander. All right, so MRVL. Here we go. I'm going to press the button. Let's say what the high is. All right, there we go. Here's the high. Here's the low. It was it, and here's where it is. So look, the market maker took the profit away already. That might be an excellent contender for tomorrow. Let's take a look at it. My bad, I didn't see that right off the bat. Okay, so a year ago, we're at 39.88. The bottom of the year, 36.90. Ooh, then we gapped up. Look at this. She went basically went side. Look, this is where we were last year. Gaps up. And just goes sideways. Right up until January. Then she goes up. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. All right, 90 days ago, we're at 55.19. We got a bottom here at 50.35. Look at from here to there. That's a nice movement. Okay, from here to there. That looks nice. All right. Last 30 days. All right, 30 days ago, we were sitting at 67.31. 29 days ago, we got a bottom at 63.53. Okay, nice escalation from the bottom up to the 30-day top. And that was 85.76. Now look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days to the downside. And Friday was an up day. Okay? Not much, but it is. I would be looking for another update come Monday. USB. Now let's take a look at the seasonality and the numbers. Well, look at this. March 21 doesn't really, doesn't do much. Basically goes sideways. But you can still see March 21 right there. But yeah, for the next couple of weeks, basically just sideways. I like sideways. No frills. Simple, steady, and I make my nice 1%. Let's look at the numbers now. Okay. The last trade is 66.87. So it's 66.96. Ooh, did anybody just see that? The last trade, 66.87. Right? 66.87. The bid, 66.96. The ask, 67. Both the bid and the ask are both higher. We're at 53. It's time to call it quits. We're going to do this. This is going to be the last one we're going to do. Okay? The bid and the ask are both higher than the last price. Okay, whenever you see the bid and the ask both higher, the market maker is going to try to push it up. That just made my list. MRVL. Well, now let's take a look at the numbers. The 67 is going for $1.79. Okay, clear that. Well, $1.79 divided by the purchase price of 67. 2.67%. Okay? I like that. Now, Al, don't get your head all fell, because it is on the list, not for, okay? Not for week 1. Okay, it's not on the list for week 1. Where is it? Hold a second. Oh no, it's supposed to be on the list for week 2. All right, anyway. Let's, for the fun of it, let's check this out. MRVL. Just want to check. Oh, that don't look promising. Yeah, it shouldn't be on the list, but it is. Look, 6-cent dividend from 2012 until now. They haven't increased their dividends at all. Why are these on the list? Okay, Al, look at that. You see those numbers? 2023, 6 cents. 2022, 6 cents. 2021, 6 cents. 20, 6 cents. 18, 20, 6 cents. 17, 6 cents. 6 cents, 6 cents. All the way down to 2012. And that's only, what, 11 years? 12 years of increased dividends. Why is it on the list? That could be why. All right, anyway. I do like the chart, though. And I do like the fact that it, way the chart looked. And the market maker is trying to push it up. I like both of those. And the premium, nice. Anyway, is what it is. I was going to call it a night, right? All right. It's a night. 11:15. All right, let's look a couple more. Oh. Costco. Costco? Or CSCO? Isn't that Cisco? CSCO. The third. Maybe you could add it to your list of stable stocks. No, Doc, because they don't increase the dividends. Okay, did you see? Okay, look at the historical data. 2023, 6 cents. 2022, 21, 19, 18, 17, all the way down to 2012. 6 cents. Haven't increased it at all. Okay, it goes against rule number 3, I think it is. Anyway, Cisco, 40 cents. This is the other Cisco. $49.02. Okay, not quite. Not quite 1%. Let's take a look. CSCO. A little choppy. Okay, TPS is on my list for tomorrow. How far is that? All right, Jen, we'll take a look at it after this one. All right. Are they on the... No. No, Marvell is not on the Dividend Kings list. All right. Cisco, a year ago, 50.30. Bottom of the year, 45.66. The top, 58.13. Okay, from there, she just drops 2 gap downs. Look at this. Got a gap down here and a huge gap down here. But see, that one filled. This one hasn't filled yet. It may not. Okay, so last 90 days. Okay, I have Marvell on my second tier list. I would go in for an 1/8 stake. Yeah, I might go in for a small portion. All right, 90 days ago, 47.93. The bottom, 47.56, was 89 days ago. Okay, so our high for the 90-day period was the end of January. She falls and falls and falls, and right there. 30 days ago was sitting at 48.75. Our 30-day bottom is here at 47.67. Our top was 4 days ago, 50.55. 3 days to the downside. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It hasn't made a new bottom yet, so I'm saying no to Cisco. No to Cisco. And the premium, okay, 49 is not even 1%. Okay, so we get 2 days, right? 2 days to the downside, and the premium is not even 1%. So it's no to Cisco. All right, last one we're going to look at, and that's going to be, what one was that, Jen? GPS, the gap. GPS. On the 9th. That's not really for next week. It's for the week after. All right, well, let's take a look. GPS. 23.59. Okay, I like that. I like it a lot. All right. No. See that? See how quick that was, Jen? See how quick it was? Nope. A year ago, the bottom. Look at where it is now. Oh, it's at a 1-year high, 90-day high, 30-day high. Okay, do you think it's going to go up 5 more days? iShare, we're just getting ready to sign off, dude. No, Jen, not necessarily, Jen. It could still keep going up. It could. It's just not a chance that I would like to take. Okay? Well, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you what to do. Really, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying I'm not going to do it. Okay? Because where is it going to go from here? It's never been any higher. All right, Al, we can take a look at Apple in the morning. I actually have Apple. I have Apple in 2 positions, 2 different strategies. And that's bad, too, because the premium, did you see the premium on that? Ooh, you know what, Jen? All right, hold on a second, Jen, before you go anywhere. All right. Okay, this is where it is now, right? The 90-day bottom is right there. Okay, this is 90 days ago. Okay, hold on. Look, this is 90 days ago. Okay, the 90-day bottom's there, the 90-day top's here. The last 30 days. Okay, so 30 days, we're at 1977. The bottom of the 30-day period was 1875. Okay, fine. Now from here to where we are on Friday at 2386. All right. GPS is on the 9th. That dividend is only 15 cents. That's not even 1%. I was looking to think of something else. Okay, so if it goes down, okay, where are we? Hold on. Okay, we're here. All right. This is this week right here. This is what we're doing now. Okay, we're looking at stocks for this week here. Okay, gap is the next week, which we'll be looking at next week. So it may come down, the profit taking may come down, and then it may turn around and go back up again. We don't know. So gap is not off the list yet. It's 3 weeks. It's 3 weeks out. Okay, remember, we only look 2 weeks out. All right, so we'll take a look at gap again next week. All righty. Last one will be Apple. Only because I have Apple. Nothing in March, April. No, what does Apple pay? The 9th, okay, of February. Jen, see you in the morning. Lovely chatting with you again. And no, I haven't looked at that spreadsheet yet. Okay, trade, Apple. 172.69. I lose 19 cents. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. Okay, a year ago, we had the year bottom, 155.11. The top was in middle of December at 199.62. Okay, last 30 days. $30 days ago, we were at 183.42. We had a double top at 184.94. Then she drops to the bottom. Now the bottom was 168.77. Okay, fine. We're sitting at 172.62 at the moment. The 172.50s are going for 205. I would not mind buying Apple at 172. Now I already own Apple in, I think, 2 positions. But look where she is, 172. She hasn't been this low for quite a while. Well, besides the dip here in October. Other than that, it was back in May. And what does Apple usually do? This is what Apple usually does, okay, this time of year. Okay, here we are right here. Going to the upside, okay? I don't mind Apple at all. They had bad news. Yes, they did. So it dropped. Yeah, but what effect did it have on the company? Okay, they had slapped with a lawsuit, a big fat lawsuit. Yeah, then the stock price went down. But what did it actually have to do with the company itself? Okay, did the secretary stop showing up? Did the guys running the presses stop showing up? Did the company come to a halting screech? Did like everyone just, wait a minute, the stock went down, let's stop working? Doesn't happen that way. The stock price usually doesn't have a lot to do directly with the company. It just has to do with the news surrounding the company and the public's perception. Okay, now, I'm going to use Apple as my anchor while it's at this price. Nice going, Al. Now, like I said, I do have Apple in 2 other positions. I think 3 positions. I'm not 100% sure. No, I get too much going on in my head. All right, that's it for the night. Calling it a night. My throat's getting scratchy. My eyes are heavy. My sights were dim. It's time to stop for the night. All right, anyway. You guys, we'll catch you again. Same bat time, same bat show. 39 people. Oh my goodness, I'm out of here. You guys have a great night. Only 8,000. Holy cow.